makes a strong team? Supporting each other, sharing successes and disappointments, learning from one another. Get a Be Better health plan from Beacon and get simple and affordable medical benefits so you can build a better team. Call 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
GBN television news for today, Thursday, May 6, 2021. I am Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, security guard Paula Mayday charged with grievous harm for allegedly biting off a portion of a villager's top lip. 40-year-old mechanic charged for driving without a driver's license after colliding with a 9-year-old student who remains hospitalized. Calavini Island provides comfort for billionaires during family split. GBN's Health Clear Vision upgrades its optical diagnosis equipment. Teachers' protests continue with notice served on its employer and the general public for new moves from next Monday. Tonight's analyst, opposition leader Mr. Tobias Clement, has his say. Trelana Charles has what's coming up in around the globe and sports.
In this evening's One Caribbean Hookup, Jamaica's police force says officers must take the COVID-19 vaccine to be liable for promotion. Coming up in sports, Afi Fletcher secures another retainer contract with the West Indies women's team, and the GFA Premier League returns from this weekend.
The details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN News at 7. After the Prime Minister's plea to the membership of the Grenada Union of Teachers to not punish students for the impasse between government and public officers, the GUT kicked back on Thursday, showing its employer that nothing will stand in their way of fighting for what they already earned by serving public notice that teachers will begin taking their full 1-hour lunch outside school compounds from next week.
As protest action continues for public workers' 4% salary increase, the Grenada Union of Teachers has served official notice to the Ministry of Education on Thursday morning, informing their employer that as of May 17th, teachers would be having their lunch hours outside the school compound. The notice stated that the Ministry of Education, parents, and the general public should note that as of Monday, May 17th, all members, with the exception of those at the preschool level, will be having their 1-hour lunch outside the school's compound until further notice. It went on to explain the Employment Act, which speaks to meal intervals, which states that no employer should require an employee to work for more than 5 hours continuously without meal interval or not less than an hour, or to perform any work during the meal intervals without consent from the employee. In a recent media interview, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell called on trade union representatives to exercise patience with government regarding its inability to pay the increment at this time. He explains that only one that will be suffering is the nation's children.
We're going to make it. We're going to meet you. We're going to help. We're going to do what we have to do. You think I want to see a pastor teacher to see his face round up in front of me? I'm not happy to see that. I want them to be all smiling. So I hope we can do that not long from now. I'm looking forward to this. But let us all work together. Don't use our children negatively for that. If you have a problem with Keith Mitchell, deal with him politically and otherwise. Don't use our children. They're not responsible. for what the decision of the central government. I just asked them, just let's work together.
Public officers remained adamant that they will not relent until their 4% salary increase owed to them by government since January of this year is paid to them. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.
Like children stuck in the middle of their parents' divorce, public school students throughout the country find themselves wedged between the government and public workers' battle for a 4% salary increase due since January, as the Grenada Union of Teachers announced new actions from next week Monday. We are joined by Opposition Leader Mr. Tobias Clement to analyze the ongoing situation. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us. So, Mr. Clement, your voice was missed for quite some time. What say you as you watch this situation unfold?
Well, I have been looking at the situation with an intimate eye as to where we are in this impasse. And one has to look at Grenada and look at its history. And I believe probably now is an apt time to say what goes around comes around. And I refer you back to 1989, when the teachers again was at the well, I shouldn't say throat, but was right there in industrial action. And one has to ask the question, and is it really so that what goes around comes around? And I think I take it with a smile, because in 1989, the proponent of the actions of the teachers are the ones who are receiving it now.
So let me ask, who is the winner in this situation when trade unions representing public officers stand their ground and government does the same?
Well, I shouldn't say winners or losers, but what I will say that both trade union and government must act in a responsible way and respect one another. The trade union has a point to make that, yes, signed agreement was reached upon, and the 4% was signed onto by the government. The government is claiming that they do not have the revenues to cover such. But at the same time, the trade union, I do believe there is a certain amount of, I don't know if it's malintentions that are there, but the trade unions are looking and say, okay, here we are at this point in time. You cannot find the 4% that was agreed upon, but you could find monies to do all other sort of things. And probably the truth is, I mean, yes, we are at a very depressed state of the economy, although they said otherwise. I mean, as leader of Her Majesty's opposition, I was looking and probably laughing a little bit when they announced at the budget last year that they would have 6% growth and whatever else, but I know that is not there. But they are grown-up folks. Sit down on the table and come to an amicable solution so that somebody's ego is so big that they may refuse to come to an amicable solution, where one person might be saying, I ain't paying them any money, and the other person might be saying, well, we are going to take industrial action. And caught in the middle, as you rightly say, especially our students. But are we at a point in time where we have grown so big and our heads are so swollen that we will do what we want, when we want, how we want, and nobody can tell us anything? I mean, that is just wrong. Where is the spirit of brotherliness? Where is the spirit of nationalism? So that you could sit down and say, let's work this thing out for Grenada. When I say Grenada, I mean the children of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Montney, because they are the one that loses. I am not seeing any winners there, because the future of this country rests now in the education that they should be receiving if there is industrial action that they're not receiving. And I would say too that on the other hand, if the union do not want to lose respect in the future, then it means, therefore, if they negotiate and because something happened that the negotiations they negotiated cannot materialize, then anybody at any time, any government that would always come back to this moment and say, well, you did this here at this time, so probably you could do it again. That's an impasse. That's a really impasse for everybody. But I hope that cooler heads will prevail. And well, I know they were in arbitration, and maybe somebody had to bring the two sides together so that we can work something out for our people and our country.
You have left us with a lot to think about. It was a pleasure having you as our guest tonight, Mr. Clement. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Police have arrested and charged 40-year-old Paul Amede, a security guard of Willis St. George, for the offense of grievous harm after he allegedly bit off a portion of another resident's top lip. The victim, who was not identified, also a resident of Willis St. George, is presently warded at the General Hospital following the altercation that left him without a portion of his top lip. The alleged incident occurred on May 2nd. According to police, preliminary investigation suggests that the altercation occurred due to a misunderstanding during a gamble at Willis in St. George. Amede was granted bail in the amount of $10,000 with two sureties and will appear in court on May 18th, 2021. Officers of the Traffic Department, Grenville Police Station, arrested and charged Kellon Jeffrey, 40 years, a mechanic of Callaloo Hermitage, St. Patrick, for driving without due care and attention and driving without a driver's license. This after a vehicle he was driving collided with a 9-year-old student at Dunfermline, St. Andrew on May 2nd, 2021. Jeffrey was remanded to Her Majesty's Prison on Monday, May 3rd, and will return to court on May 10th, 2021. The child remains warded at the General Hospital. This is News at 7. Coming up, Calavini Island provides comfort for billionaires during family split, and in GBN Health, Clear Vision upgrades its optical diagnosis equipment. Stay with us.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
Sunday, May 16th, it's the deal or no deal edition with a whopping US $10,000
$1,000 up for grabs. Listen carefully. For 1 week only, you can purchase a ticket for only $5. Whoa, that's a big deal. Wow. But wait, after the week is over, tickets are $10. That's no deal. So, are you going to take the deal? Remember, if you're playing in Grenada, tickets are available at gotofed.com and from numerous box offices island-wide, or from our main office on Grove Street Mall. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Whoa! Waggity, this one sell off! Call Sunday, May 16th. It's all about Waggity Virtual Bingo, the deal or no deal edition.
I'm gonna take the deal.
The safety and security of your information is always important to us. Ariza now offers chip cards, also known as EMV cards, which provide enhanced security for your purchases and are globally accepted. The new Ariza Credit Union Visa International Debit Card continues to have the traditional magnetic stripe with the additional security feature of a chip and can now be used at both chip and traditional magnetic stripe terminals. For your added protection, always keep your PIN private and store your chip card safely in a RFID pouch. Visit arizacu.com to learn more on how to protect your account information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
See the savings with Spice Isle Optical. Don't break the bank to get your focals. Classy, affordable eyewear. Service optimal. Our experienced technician works like a magician. Trust your sight with our company's vision, where your satisfaction is ever our mission. Mobile services, family packages, economical prices. Spice Isle Optical is where the deal is. Spice Isle Optical is located in Queen's Park, St. George's. For more information, contact us at 449-1588 or 440-0353.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to News at 7. Social media was set aflame on Thursday as news reports raged on about Melinda Gates, wife of Microsoft founder Bill Gates, fleeing to Calivini Island to initially escape backlash from their divorce. More in this report.
In articles from the New York Post and the Daily Mail, Bill and Melinda Gates reportedly planned to make their stunning divorce announcement in March, and she hoped to avoid the media glare by renting a remote private island in Grenada for the family. Anonymous sources cited by TMZ on Thursday claimed that Melinda fled with the couple's 3 adult kids, Jennifer, 25, Rory, 21, and Phoebe, 18, to Calivini Island, which she rented for $132,000 a night to get away from the media after making the divorce announcement. It's unclear when exactly Melinda returned to the U.S., as she and her estranged husband were seen together during a virtual appearance on April 19th. On the same day they announced their separation, Bill's investment firm transferred $1.8 billion in stock to Melinda, the first indication of how one of the world's richest couples will divide up their considerable assets. The philanthropist couple announced their divorce on Monday in a joint statement. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Claire Vision Eye Center is upping its ophthalmology game as it adds the newest Topcon Maestro 2 to its fleet of machines geared towards improving optical diagnosis offered at the center.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
The new machine is a user-friendly camera system that automatically performs alignment, focus, and capture with a single touch. The resulting reports enable comprehensive analysis of the eyes and diagnosis beyond the outer layers. Valerie Dubisset, manager at Claire Vision's Eye Center, explained that the machine goes beyond the surface of the eye to give the most accurate diagnosis, which can enable patients to receive timely treatment.
This machine is the ocular coherence tomography, and basically it's like getting an x-ray done for the eye. It tells you if there are any diseases of the eye, how it's been degenerated. We have diseases like macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, and glaucoma, and other diseases. But this machine tells you exactly what you have, and by knowing these things, patient can change their lifestyle.
Marketing manager at Claire Vision, Richard Simon, says this new upgrade is part of Claire Vision's bid to always offer the best services to its clients.
Claire Vision Eye Center was established in 2016. One of the important things for us is ensuring that we offer best-in-class services, that we offer the best technology available for our customers, and that we ensure that we are able to provide a one-stop shop to our customers. Every year we look at ways we can improve the service, we can improve our offerings to the public, and also invest in the people of Grenada, because this equipment there's a significant cost to it, and we think it's an investment in optometry in Grenada.
The center's in-house optometrist, Dr. Franklin Bemere, using the results of an eye scan by one of the GBN reporters, gave a breakdown of how the machine works.
Most times when the doctors look at the eye, we have limits what we could see. Like we could see the fundus, which we call the retina. But when a doctor sees the retina, he may not be able to see beyond this retina that we're seeing here. But with the scan, you're able to see the retina have layers. We have more than different layers of the retina where disease can impact the eye without you seeing it outside. So the scan will be able to locate at each point of the layers of the retina where problem is taking place at initial or early stage. The doctor will be able to dictate or see and analyze it and advise properly.
A prize-giving ceremony was held for the top 3 winners of the OECS USAID Juvenile Justice Reform Project postal competition in Grenada. More than 10 schools on island took part in this year's competition. More in this Rena Perry-Thomas report.
St. Rose Modern Secondary School took the first place prize in the 2020-2021 OECS USAID Juvenile Justice Reform Project postal competition. J.W. Fletcher Roman Catholic placed second, and the St. George's Institute placed third. The competition, which was held to promote awareness of child justice, started in December 2020 under the theme #ChanceForChange. More than 15 schools participated participated. The Ministry of Social Development held a prize-giving ceremony following the judging of the competition in February. The students were excited to share their inspiration behind their winning pieces.
My artwork shows my dream of a world where children can have full balanced justice. All classes, all ages, and all races can experience hope, trust, equality, and justice with changes and implementation of laws. Young people usually get in conflict or in contact with the law, or may encounter the justice system as offenders, victims, and witnesses. As a result, I have chosen 6 points depicting the engagement of young people and the justice system.
The theme that was given to me by the Child Justice Campaign was #Chance4Change. I visualized this through my artwork theme, the two worlds apart but yet so close, showing that there's a thin line between success and failure, and anybody can make it in this life, giving the right guidance and support.
The Juvenile Justice Reform Project is the second phase of an 8-year initiative within the OECS. Phase 1 of this initiative paved the way for continued effort at reform with the launch of Phase 2 in July of 2016. Building on the first Juvenile Justice Reform Program, the OECS, through JJRP, seeks to strengthen juvenile justice systems to promote the rehabilitation and reintegration of youth in conflict with the law back into society. As part of JJRP2, the OECS Commission collaborated with multiple stakeholders who can provide support services to youth in conflict with the law. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Here's tonight's Social Buzz.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience.
During last evening's newscast, Health Minister Nicholas Steele urged Grenadians to get vaccinated before the remaining COVID-19 vaccines reach their expiry date.
I've received in total approximately 52,000 doses of AstraZeneca. Those are that we have received since February, and another shipment in late March, I believe. We have only administered, as I said, less than 15,000. The issue that we are going to have is that we need to have another shipment coming in the next month or two, because the current stock expires at different dates. So far, we've been able to use all of our stock before expiration. But if individuals wait too long, there is the possibility that we will not be able to use the stocks that we have, because they will be approaching or would have passed the expiration date.
Thousands of vaccine doses remain unused. Some of our viewers had some suggestions for the Health Minister. Carolyn said, how about send it back to India where it is much needed? Another person said, send that in India. I find they need it more than us. Ryan said, Steele said 15,000 vaccinated. A few weeks ago, he said we were having 1,800 people a day taking the vaccine, and that was when it was 9,503% vaccinated. So why is he lying now? Dorian said, give it to your whole family and friends. Lexi added, that is the best thing to do. Show love to India by helping them now. India really needs it. Another person added, have a food and alcohol drive and pay them. They will come out in droves. Case closed. Charmaine said, how do you know what is going to happen to these poor people? Grenada needs work and health care, while the people still have to decide, not you.
That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. As always, if you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
The children in tonight's ISAW got creative. We feature paper-mache African masks made by the grade 4 students of the Granroy Government School in Granroy St. John. Our ISAW reporter said newspapers were cut into strips mixed with flour and water and placed over a balloon. It was left to harden, then painted. African masks are worn as part of most African traditional ceremonies related to weddings, funerals, and initiation rites, etc. The craft was done to create general awareness and foster love of their African heritage. Don't forget to send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms. Still to coming in news, government delays the enforcement of a ban on the importation of vehicles exceeding 10 years to allow importers to clear vehicles on the port, but ones at a cutoff date must be implemented. This is News at 7. Stay with us.
Rouge Duty Free presents the best of the best Mother's Day promotion ever for 2021. Visit Rouge Spiceland Mall or Port Louis Marina to take advantage of this crazy and exciting offer. Get your favorite fragrances for mom or yourself, quality skincare and beauty products, and top-of-the-line cosmetics. At Rouge Duty Free, we offer fragrances, skincare, and colors. Buy 2, you get 1 free, excluding Dior and Chanel. And on jewelry and watches, you buy 1, you get the other 1 free, excluding Mont Blanc. And don't forget your fuller summer handbag collection. You get a whopping 25% off. It's a Mother's Day sale, May 5th to the 8th. Visit Rouge Duty Free today at Spiceland Mall or Port Louis Marina. Give us a call on 440-0860 or 439-0861. Rouge Duty Free, the best way to say I love you on Mother's Day.
Introducing Color by Seasons. 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 Color by Seasons.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
A message from Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority on the occasion of the International Composting Awareness Week.
Hi, I'm Romeo Felix. At St. George's Methodist School, composting is a big deal. The students are always excited when it is composting day. We place organic waste in the composter or in a special area on the school compound. We later use the compost in the school garden. Yes, we have won many prizes for composting, but most of all, we have learned the valuable lessons of reusing, reducing, and recycling. composting is the way to go. Happy International Composting Week.
A message from Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority on the occasion of the International Composting Awareness Week.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Welcome back. Youth must not be used in a piecemeal way by placing youth on a board to say you have youth here and youth there, were the words of youth activist Ron Redhead. He was responding to the potential future of the group Youth for Change. Jared Joseph has that story.
A grouping of the nation's youth has banded together hoping to make a difference in the way matters of national importance are dealt with. Ron Redhead, a member of Youth for Change, says the group is not a political party in the making, but an avenue for young people to let their voices be heard. Redhead, a former senator who represented the National Democratic Congress in Parliament, admitted that some members of the group are affiliated to political parties, however says the group has no relation to any political party or parties. He said it is their way of contributing to the collective need for change in Grenada as young people.
And given the situation with COVID, it is ideal for more young people to join and speak out, not necessarily just to castigate one side and exonerate the other. But what we are talking about is systematic changes that we see as a result of COVID, but has been there for a long time. And we consider them to be underlying conditions, which are, in a sense, limiting our growth as a people and as a nation in terms of development, true development. And we are speaking to those issues.
The youth activist impresses that they have no plans to form any political organization, but to contribute meaningfully to Grenada's development.
Right. Well, we have heard the conversation, to be very honest. We are not particularly driven by power and authority. The history of young people totally in control of the country has not been so kind to Grenada. And therefore, it will be a travesty to try to repeat the exact model. What I would say, genuinely, as young people, we want to contribute to the development of the nation.
He believes it will take a united approach, working together with groups, political parties, and organizations to make the desired changes needed in the country.
I don't think that we can go on a road show independently and just talk about this thing and try to elevate ourselves as young people only. What we must do is work together with all of our people. As I said, if it has to be led by the young people, then so be it. Most changes throughout the world, in the history of the world, was led by young people.
Redhead says the role and significance of youth must not be only seen around general elections, but must be utilized to their maximum potential. I am Jared Joseph for GBN News.
Government delays the enforcement of a ban on the importation of vehicles exceeding 10 years to allow importers to clear vehicles on the port, but warns that a cutoff date must be implemented. More in this Rena Pear-Thomas report.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says that while his administration will allow the clearance of a number of used vehicles exceeding 10 years brought into the country after the cutoff date for such vehicles, he is warning that while concession will be given to clear those presently on the port, the time will come when no further extension will be given.
The Ministry of Finance is working to clear those with those persons, but there must be a stop There must be a stop, because people, when we go and do the new deadline or the new concession to allow them to clear it, next thing you find another step coming and then people come again. There must be an end to this. So we ask the media to please promote the fact that there will be some concession given for those that are there. I don't know, it's 40. I heard it was less than that, but you may be right. Whatever number it is, we'll give them the opportunity to clear, but there must be a stop to it.
In September of 2020, government delayed the enforcement of a ban on the importation of vehicles exceeding 10 years. The new deadline given was December 31st, 2020. Government says the ban is aimed at protecting the environment. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
Stay with us. The weather and sports are up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight partly cloudy with a medium chance of some light showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas light to moderate with waves up to 5 feet in open water. Tides low at 6:15 p.m. and high at 1 a.m. Weather for Friday, May 7th, partly cloudy with a medium chance of some brief daytime showers, becoming cloudy overnight with light to moderate showers. Weather for Saturday, May 8th, cloudy to overcast and windy, with showers, some heavy, and a medium chance of thunder. Weather for Sunday, May 9th, partly cloudy to cloudy, with occasional morning showers, improving by mid-afternoon.
sporting fans, I'm Trelawna Charles. Grenadian female cricket sensation Afi Fletcher has renewed her contract with the West Indies women's team for another year. This comes as Cricket West Indies has expanded the number of West Indies women's players offered retainer contracts for the 2021-2022 season to a record number of 18 players. This is an increase of 3 retainer contracts compared to the 2020-2021 season, with contracts offered for the first time to developing young players Kezia Schultz and Kiana Joseph. The 3 players will join the 15 retained players from the 2020-2021 season. The West Indies women are currently in Antigua for their second high-performance camp of the year under newly appointed head coach Courtney Walsh. The GFA Premier League is back. This as the fixtures and venues have been ratified and finalized. The Premier League kicks off this Saturday, May 8th, as the top 10 clubs vie for glory and bragging rights as the best on the island. The tournament runs from May 8th to September 25th and will be played at 5 venues around the country. The Premier League was initially postponed last month after participating clubs protested against playing all the matches at the Kirani James Athletics Stadium. Harry Valley, GFA Women's Coordinator, says he is delighted to witness the growth and steady transformation of the GFA 2021 Women's League, which will enter its 4th week of competition this weekend at the Morne Rouge playing field. After almost a 2-year hiatus of a women's competition, deterred further by the COVID-19 pandemic, women's football has finally returned to playing fields around the island.
So we had an attempt at starting the competition last year and it got interrupted with COVID. At the time we'd kind of tried to engage the schools and obviously the continued situation with the pandemic has meant we've gone for a different approach and we're doing it through the clubs. I would say we definitely are in the process of developing the competition. It needs some refining. The biggest thing that makes me happy is seeing the girls out on the field. We have 10 teams in the competition. We have U15 starting soon, U13, U10. If women's football is to grow, the more girls we have out on the field, the more people we have watching, the quicker that process will happen.
Varley says the talent is definitely not lacking. However, improvements in the coaching and the supporting structure is needed to take women's football further.
It's great. It's why I'm in the role is to get competitions like this running and to give more avenues for the girls to play and prepare us better when we take them for national team duty. So I've seen lots of really good individual performances. There's so much talent on the island throughout the age groups. I think again with the clubs we need more work with the coaches to make sure the way that we structure the game helps the players to show how good they are. But every game that I've seen so far has shown individual bits of excellence.
That's it for sports. Our regional segment is up next. This is your One Caribbean hookup. Last weekend, Prime Minister Gaston Brown warned of the possibility of implementing mandatory vaccination as he criticized persons who were encouraging others not to participate in the national vaccination program. However, Brown said it is not a route he wants to take. Now, the Antigua and Barbuda government has entered into a partnership with a local company offering an incentive of an EC $50 food voucher to each person receiving their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Head Administrator of Epicurean Fine Foods and Pharmacy said the campaign is designed to give back while promoting the COVID-19 vaccine.
we said, what are the ways, rather than giving financially just to the initiative of maybe purchasing more vaccine or anything, we said, why not give back to the people themselves?
A decision by the Jamaica Constabulary Force to promote some of its members on the condition that they accept the COVID-19 vaccine has created tension among rank-and-file members, several of whom are threatening to walk off the job. The JCF had informed its members that all candidates shortlisted for promotional training need to be vaccinated, or they will be replaced on the program by other members who have been. Several members of the force said the announcement was unfair and an injustice to themselves and other colleagues who have been working tirelessly to move up the ranks. However, the JCF said that a component of the program requires face-to-face training. As a result, it is being advised that participants take the jab to protect themselves and others from COVID-19. Videos circulating on social media taken by hikers which showed bubbling pools and pockets of steam at the crater of Mount Liamiga has caused concern that the volcano might become active. The recent eruption of the La Soufrière volcano in St. Vincent and the Grenadines have led many to believe that Mount Liamiga could erupt as well. However, forestry officer in St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Eric Brown, said although the video seems dramatic, it is nothing new and not dangerous.
When they see videos like this of a boiling pool, it's quite dramatic. Correct. Coupled with that is what is happening in St. Vincent. That have everybody all fidgety, up in arms, you know. But I like to tell persons, we are in no more danger today than we were yesterday or last week when it comes to the volcano. That pool that persons see in the video, that has been there and it's older than any one of us.
Internationally, just in time for Mother's Day, one Malian woman has given birth to nonuplets. 25-year-old Halima Cisse was expecting 7 babies and was surprised to find she had given birth to 2 more. Details in this BBC report.
Halima Cisse gave birth to 5 girls and 4 boys. The babies are all well, and if there are no complications, the family will set a new world record.
This didn't surprise me because I'm a believer, but let me share my joy. I'm happy, very, very happy, just like you. Once again, we thank God. My wife and the babies are doing very well. We are constantly in touch. I call them in Morocco all the time, even via video call to communicate with my wife. Everybody called me, even the president called me.
Nonuplets are extremely rare and risky. Doctors in Mali were worried, so the government intervened and the mother was flown to Morocco.
She was 25 weeks pregnant, so we tried to make the pregnancy period longer until she reached 30 weeks. She gave birth eventually with the help of a cesarean operation. We were surprised to find 9 babies.
Nadia Suleiman came to international attention when she had octuplets in 2009, and she holds the current world record for most babies born in a single birth to survive. Courtney Bembridge, BBC News.
That's it for our One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trelana Charles. Thank you for joining us.
Recapping the headlines, security guard Paul Amede charged with grievous harm for allegedly biting off a portion of a villager's top lip. 40-year-old mechanic charged for driving without a driver's license after colliding with a 9-year-old student who remains hospitalized. Calivini Island provides comfort for billionaires during family split. And GBN Health Clear Vision upgrades its optical diagnosis equipment. And teachers' protests continue with notice served on its employer and the general public for new moves from next Monday. Tonight's analyst was opposition leader Mr. Tobias Clement. And around the globe, St. Vincent volcanic alert level at La Soufrière lowered to orange. And in sports, Afi Fletcher secures another retainer contract with the West Indies women's team. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd, our GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford. That's the news. Good night.